Welcome to Fat Girl Foods. I'm Monica, and with the assistance of my husband Wes, I'm so glad that you found our YouTube channel. Today is our inaugural episode of our first Fat Girl Food Recreates, and we're actually going to be recreating Black Tap's birthday cake shake. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Please follow us on Instagram at FatGirlFood1. Check out our website, fatgirlfood.com. And I really do hope you subscribe to our channel and come back every week and see all the really cool foods and food adventures we're gonna have for you guys. So the first thing you wanna do is gather up your ingredients, with the star attraction being the Funfetti cake. So next we're gonna just jump right into mixing it. So I'm just gonna use 1 pack of the Funfetti batter mix, and I'm just gonna use my KitchenAid stand mixer to mix it, and I have one of those really cool paddles that it swipes the bowl for you. So I'm just putting in the water, and I'm just following the instructions exactly as they are on the back of the box. So I believe that's a cup of water, maybe a half cup or 3/4 of a cup of oil, and I have everything listed in a blog post that's linked below. And just adding 3 eggs, again per the instructions on the box. So next I'm just gonna beat this on low for 2 minutes. Once it's all done mixing and all incorporated, I'm just gonna take a little rubber spatula and just get all the extra goodness off of the paddle. Don't want to waste any, so I'm gonna try to take off as much as I can. I'll show you guys what it looks like. See the really cool sprinkles throughout. Beautiful. So next, I'm just gonna scrape down the sides, just go around the bowl and scrape down all the sides and make sure everything is nice and incorporated, and just mix it in before. So I'm just gonna, I got these little 8x8 square pans from the Dollar Tree. So I'm just gonna spray them with some butter flavored non-stick cooking spray. And according to the box, I can do both pans with 1 box of mix. So I'm just gonna go back and forth between the 2 pans, trying to just eyeball them as evenly as I can. All right, so now I'm just gonna shake them, even them out, get out any air bubbles. I tried to get the ratios as even as I could between the 2. So now I'm just shaking and wiggling, because now I'm getting excited because we're getting closer. I'm just gonna pop them both in the oven and then let them bake for 35 minutes. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and start decorating the glasses. So I'm just gonna take the Funfetti icing. I'm not gonna use the sprinkles that came with it. I'm gonna use my own sprinkles. And I got these really cute glasses again from the Dollar Tree. So you just take the icing and you just go around the rim of the cup to your preference, as low or as high as you wanna go. I did about somewhere between 1/3 and 1/4 of the cup as far as height. And now I'm just gonna take the sprinkles. I picked up these sprinkles at Michael's. And again, I have everything listed below and where I got it from in case you guys are interested. I'm just gonna pour them on a cup and just run the rim through the sprinkles until I'm satisfied with the coverage. I'm just showing you guys how that came out. I loved how it came out. And all this stuff is so easy, you guys. It takes a little bit of time, but it's very, very easy to do. So now I'm happy about my cups too. While you see I'm pulling the cakes out now. Beautiful golden brown color. And they pop right out the pan with no problem. You can see the Funfetti showing through when I flip the bottom right there. And I let them cool down before I pour them out as well. So now I'm gonna take all the icing, and I'm just using the mixing cup, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the sprinkles from earlier, and I am actually going to mix them into the batter. So it's a sprinkle funfetti party going on in the cake. So finish getting all that good icing out of the jar it came in, and just mixing in the sprinkles. You can do as many or as little as you like. I kind of did a lot. I wish I would have did just slightly less, because you do need a lot to cover the cake in sprinkles. So I could have skimped a little bit on the icing that was gonna go between, because it's all gonna get covered up by sprinkles anyways. So just putting a good, and I don't level my cakes or anything, because I'm a home baker. I'm not like a professional baker. So I put a good layer between the two, and now I'm going to continue icing the whole cake, and I iced every surface that was golden brown with icing, so I could have places to stick the sprinkles to. So I won't bore you too much with all the icing that I did, but just know that I covered the entire cake. So now here's the fun part, and this is probably the trickiest and the hardest part of all, is covering that whole cake in sprinkles, because sprinkles were going everywhere. Trying to get the edges and everything, and because I didn't level the cakes, my edges were kind of tapered downward, and so like I would try to put them on there and it kind of just go flying on me a little bit. And so I'm lightly packing them into when I put them down, to get them to press into that icing and stick to the cake so they don't go all over the place. But you can see my cutting board and my hand is getting full. So next, let's get into the mixing the milkshakes, you guys. And I'll leave all of the measurements below to make the milkshakes. And so I'm just using some Breyer's natural vanilla ice cream and just some whole milk. Nothing special I'm doing here, just making a straight up milkshake with ice cream and milk. I'm using my Ninja single cup blender. And you can make these as thin or as thick as you like. I like mine somewhere in the middle. So you just blend it up. And I popped the cups in the fridge while I was icing the cake. And as you can see, I've also had an outfit change. And so now I'm just gonna pour them into the chilled glasses. So, and you don't want the milkshake to come all the way up to the top of the rim, just because if the cake decides to take a dip on you, as you'll see in a minute, you want it to go in the cake, not outside the cake. So that's the reason why I didn't want to fill up the glass all the way. So now I'm just gonna cut a square so I can make 2 triangles to put atop the glasses. So, and I cut my square kind of bigger than half in an attempt to get it to fit on top of the wide mouth of the glass. And so now I'm just gonna take them. And you should definitely cut your pieces longer than I cut mine, so make your triangles longer, because you can see on the first one, it started to sink on me like almost immediately because I didn't really have a large enough base for it. But it's cool though. Who doesn't love cake covered in milkshake? So, and that is it, you guys. So that's how you make them.